A lot of people say cheap CS2 trade-ups aren't worth it, that unless you have a big budget, it's a waste of time. So I decided to put that to the test, and for the next 30 days, I'm only doing trade-ups under $10. No expensive inputs, no shortcuts. And I'm tracking everything, every win and every loss. So by the end of this video, we'll be able to answer if it's possible to profit from cheap CS2 trade-ups. Alright, first trade up here, we've got 10 identical skins, the StatTrack G3SG1 with pretty bad floats to be honest. Our best outcome is actually the Battle Scarred Spider Lily. We've got a 60% chance to profit, but actually post fees, the 5-7 would also be a small loss. So let's run it. Not the best, but could have been worse. Number 2, we're on the Chroma collection, and actually these skins have shot up in price since I did this trade up. At the time, 10 StatTrack Minway system locks came in at roughly $7. Actually, all of the outcomes are worth more, but again, the Sword Off and Naga will pretty much break even post fees. Not a great start, I have to admit. This video's sponsor, SkinSwap, is giving you a skin worth up to $50 entirely for free whenever you do your first trade and use my referral code. If you want to refresh your loadout, you can trade your skins for brand new ones in just a couple of seconds. Plus, their market tab now integrates cheap listings from Chinese sites so you can access the best prices without the need for a Chinese ID or bank account. They accept deposits via crypto, MasterCard, and Visa. If you want to cash out, SkinSwap makes that simple too with instant sell options to PayPal or crypto. On top of that, they run free daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways with the chance to earn extra entries simply by trading. Use the link below for a 3% lifetime sales bonus and a free skin worth up to $50. Big thanks to SkinSwap for supporting the channel. Day 3, I was able to find this combination, and this was actually one of the best I could find throughout the month. Yes, I went slightly over budget, but with all the outcomes in the green, I had to go for it. And if you're curious how I'm finding these trade-ups, I'll explain it to you a little later on. Right now, let's see that M4. 3, 2, 1. Up next, we've got a mix of Genesis and Train 2025 collection skins, giving us a 30% chance to profit on this one. With the average float sitting at around 0.09, we have an opportunity to get that Minware whiteout, which would be great. And there's a couple of things in here we really want to avoid. Please, Gaben, let's see that Train collection. Boom. For day 5, we're going Genesis once again, but actually using Fever Case fillers. Now the Orb Ice Cold would be our ideal outcome. The Terminal collection's actually pretty straightforward for trade-ups as they all have the full 0 to 1 float range, so there's no scaling involved. This can be a disadvantage at times, but certainly makes the calculations a lot easier. Anyhow, let's go for it. 60% chance. Please. The next one is for the CS20 collection, and we needed an average float of 0.11 on the inputs. Some of the screenshots, like here, are essentially my initial calculations where I find the required average. Then in reality, the inputs I use will have some variation as long as we get to the thresholds required. We want that Death by Puppy or Hydra here, please. Let's see it. Nice. Nice. Now, the next two trade-ups are pretty much identical. Just a combination of Boreal Collection mil specs, ensuring the M4 comes out under the 0.149 Minware float cap. And if you're wondering where I'm picking these skins up at such great prices, check out the links in the description below. SkinSwap, SkinPort, CS Float, Trader, and CS Money are my go-to sites for finding trade-up fillers. Each has their advantages, so I encourage you to take a look for yourself and decide which one suits you best. First one, we'd love an M4. Oh. Second time around, let's see it. Ugh, that is not ideal. For the next 6 days, I was able to regularly find inputs to complete this trade up. A combination of Chroma and Inferno 2018 collection skins, the majority of outcomes would work for us. We just want to avoid those dual Berettas. This is the kind of trade up I really like, where the majority of skins have easy to find floats. Those well-worn P250s are market price and available pretty much everywhere. The Ghost Crusaders are a little harder at 0.26, but even with a little overpay, this contract remains pretty solid. So let's run them. Let's go. We're halfway through now on day 15 and currently sitting at a net profit of $16.62. I also wanted to mention that this video is not professional financial advice. CS2 skins are virtual items and can be highly volatile. Past performance is not indicative of future results, and trade-ups are based on expected value, which means even with positive EV, nothing is guaranteed. So for this trade-up, we're running 6 Bisons from the Fracture case in a mix of factory new and minware to bring down the average float of our Anubis collection inputs. Any of the Anubis outcomes would be great, but certainly the Glock is what we're after. 40% chance. Let's see it. Why? That's all right. I found more inputs to repeat the same one. So second time round. Hell yeah. That's what we want. Now this one is actually kind of similar to a contract we ran earlier in the month, Genesis and Train 2025, but actually this time we've got 7 Train skins, giving us a better chance to potentially profit. And if you take a look, this trade up costs less than $3, but still has some decent outcomes. So it's certainly possible to find profitable combinations at this price point. Perfect. The next 4 days are running variations of this setup, actually featuring the Arms Deal 3 collection, which I'm not sure I've ever used in trade-ups, to be honest. We've got 8 field-tested CZs and 2 Fever Case fillers, giving us a contract at $9.85 with nearly 150% profitability. Although if we hit any of the Fever skins, we pretty much lose all our capital. The 5.7 is certainly what we're after. Attempt number 1. Attempt number 2. Let's go. Yes. Number 3. Oh my god, 2 in a row. Thank you, Gaben. And final attempt. Can we see that 5.7 once more? Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever done that before. For day 22, I'm upping the risk. We're going for a 10% contract, which probably isn't very smart. But for $5.21, we'll have the shot at Control Collection mil-specs. The M4 worth over $90. I probably wouldn't recommend doing low chance trade-ups if you're actually trying to make money, but I decided to give it a shot. As I said, what did I expect? If you've made it this far in the video, I've got something for you. This month, I'm giving away the brand new AWP Queen's Gambit in field tested to one of you. To enter, just like the video and leave a comment including the word Queen. The winner will be chosen on the 31st. Good luck. The next 2 are a 50-50. We've got 5 Radiant Collection inputs alongside 5 Dreams and Nightmares fillers. The floats are low enough to get us factory new outputs despite a couple of minware inputs. The Mulberry Deagle would be the best outcome here for us. That's quite a nice USPS skin, actually. I've never really seen it in game before. That skin's less nice. Day 25, and actually the Harlequin and Achroma collections were released in the couple of weeks preceding this challenge, so I decided to give them a shot. I'm sure prices have come down quite a bit since then, so I doubt these contracts still work. But I decided to go for a 30% trade up where we could hit either the USPS Sleeping Potion or AWP Exothermic at 155% EV. We want to see that Harlequin collection. Round 2, Gaben, please. Come on. Come on, man. Coming up on our last few days, and we're sitting around $50 profit, so I'd love to get that up a bit. We're going for the Achroma collection, 10 R8 Dark Chambers, and 3 or 4 outcomes put us in the green. P90, that is fantastic. For day 28, I found a contract that cost me pretty much exactly $10. 10 well-worn sawed-off fubars. Supply isn't too high for these skins overall, so I actually had to set up buy orders on CS Float, but I was able to accumulate them gradually. We'd love a Galil or SSG here. Come on. Ghost Crusader. All right, very nice. Now, for the last 2 trade-ups, I've decided to up the risk once again and go out with a bang. We've got a 10% trade-up attempt for the Minware M4A1S Party Animal from the Harlequin collection. This trade-up has a terrible EV, so I would not recommend it. But I thought we're $60 up for the month, might as well give it a shot. This would be an insane pool, so let's count it down in 3, 2, 1... Holy! We actually hit it. Oh my god. All right. And final contract, guys, another 10%. It would be ridiculous if we hit it. I've put in an Ancient Collection G3SG1, giving us a chance at the Galil Dusk Ruins, currently worth nearly $250. We've also got the Carved Jade at 70, and the Famous and Tech 9 around 45. Chances are slim, but we could finish the month off with a bang. Let's see it. Final contract. 3, 2, 1. So here's the results. After 30 days of trade ups, where I spent a grand total of $249.11, we came out with $362.75 worth of skins. Now, if I take into account a 3.5% deposit fee and 5% sales and withdrawal fee, that's a net profit of $89.01, a 35% increase on our capital. That's not too shabby considering pretty much all the trade ups cost under $10. Keep in mind, of course, that results will vary for everyone, and this was just my experience over the last month. But if you want to learn exactly how I find these kinds of profitable trade-up combinations, check out this video next, where I'm breaking down every step of my journey from nothing to factory new gloves. Thanks so much for watching, and take care.